I want to ask you, Karen, so how long have you been coming to Avenue?
I've been coming to Avenue for 2 years.
About 2 years?
About almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. And I'm so glad. Are you guys glad she's here? I'm so glad you're here. Now, tell me, what was I always love asking this question, right? What was your first day like at Avenue?
My first day at Avenue was actually online.
Okay.
So I didn't come physically. I did the whole online thing for a few months before I couldn't come in.
Okay.
Online was just great. I was at home and I got to watch it on TV. So.
Hallelujah, right? Come on online audience. I see you. Now I want to ask you this though, but why did you watch, why'd you watch online first?
So I started coming right after the pandemic, like 2020. I went through really bad hardship. I lost my mother, who I was very, very close with. I lost my home. I lost my job. I was pretty much homeless. I had nothing. And I was getting into things that I am not proud of. But God has helped me to get through.
Yeah.
I started online just because I used to go to church before, and like every Sunday I used to serve, but I lost my way. I lost everything, so I lost my spirit, and it was really hard. Started online, and I knew God had something in me to just start again, just be there, whether it's physically or not. And I couldn't come physically. It was really hard because I lost my mom through COVID. And, that's trauma right there that I can't be around people. So, I started online, and then it just led into coming in physically.
Yeah. And I know your mom was such a gift. So I'm sorry, Karen. I want to ask you, so how did you go from online to in person? How did you make it into the building?
First off, I couldn't have done it without the community that I had online with all of the online hosts. I love them so much. PL as well, Pastor Lindsay. And then she invited me to a women's group online, which was great. So I didn't have to be anywhere physical. But they just kept praying for me. They just kept being there for me when I couldn't even be there for myself. They didn't have to give me money or anything like that, but they were there spiritually, which I needed.
Yeah. And so what was it like walking into the building your first day?
Oh, scary. So scary. I haven't been around people for like a year and a half or almost 2 years. So like physically outside and like being in an atmosphere. So when people started coming up to like give me a handshake or a fist pump, I was like, maybe no. But it was just so welcoming to the point where I forgot. I started embracing people that I knew before, and I was like, whoa, I'm giving you a hug. I haven't probably gave anybody a hug in a year and a half to 2 years. So it was just a surreal.
Come on, you clap. I love that. Yeah. So, and I've seen your journey. So how did you go from just attending, right? And I noticed it was progressively getting longer, right? You would kind of, slip in, slip out, and then kind of hang around. So how did you go from attending to serving?
From attending to serving was kind of like a hard transition because I was still dealing with my faith with God. I was so angry still, but I was still coming. I was still watching it online. I was still coming to church, but I was still so angry. If it wasn't for the people here, if it wasn't for the people online praying for me and just reaching out to me no matter what, that's when I started feeling God's love. Feeling God's love again, or even in a different sense or in a different level. It's just like I knew it. I knew I had to be here. I knew how to do something. I knew I had to be with, my peoples, my community, right? Like it was just such an amazing feeling that all of you guys could help me. How much more that I can help somebody else.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now I know, why don't you tell the church, you started serving, and so where do you serve and what do you do?
So I serve for productions. Woo! That's my team. I started serving. I first did cameras. I did video directing, and now I'm a coach or lead or whatever you can call me. But I do for productions. I help with Lorenzo, Miss Anissa, Visal. We're a great team with amazing people right there that I can't ask enough for all their hard work. I just want to say thank you so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't be here because of, and it's not just them, but it's like front of house, Miss Cat, and you know what I mean? And with you, Pastor Jeremy, I could have not be in my position and find where I'm meant to be and even find the future of what I know I can strive to be or strive to go if it wasn't for Avenue Church.
Yeah. And if you know Kara, right, she is always honoring, right? Stop it, you know. I would ask you, man, what would you share with our church, our online campus? What would you share? And something just happened over here, huh? But what would you share? Ooh, Lord, I felt a burden. No. What would you share with our church and our online community regarding our online campus? Because that's what it all started for you.
Yeah, online campus is so important, like for anyone. Like if you guys haven't even done the online experience, that's okay. I'm glad you're here. That's awesome. You have the capability of being here. But our online audience right now, I'm pretty sure you don't have the ability to be here. You don't have the ride to come to church, or you don't have the physicality to even be inside the building. And that's why what I do and the passion that I have that God has instilled in my heart is what I have passion for all those people online and who can't be here physically. So, you know, we need a lot of things to get our online going. Like we need people, we need equipment, and are just blessed to have that opportunity to serve in that way, in that capacity.
Yeah, come on, we give up for Karen, everybody. Now, and here, thank you so much. Here's what I want to tell you though. That was because of your generosity. Because of those cameras, because of the online broadcast, because of the internet, every single thing is because of your generosity. So I want you guys to give it up for yourselves as well. And that's one of the areas that we want to focus on is also its legacy worship. It's reaching our online, improving cameras, things like that. Because how many know you matter to us online, but as well as in this house as well. And so I want to ask you, this is an essential legacy challenge that I have for you guys today, is I just want you to pray, and I just want you to ask God what to give on December 3rd. I want you to pray. I want you to ask God, man, what should I give on December 3rd? What should I give? We, as a church, we'll never ask you to give, but we'll ask you to pray and ask Him.